Hey yo, 1, 2, 3, get up, we got victory. No weapon they throw at me, you know it won't prosper. Now,
Yeah, just got laid off.
I'm doing good.
House ain't even paid off.
I'm doing good.
Should be afraid, but
I'm feeling good.
all the time you say,
God is good.
come on.
Down.
Hey, it's your girl Iberia, and we are back with another moment with BBB. I am so excited. I've been saying that every time because it's true. I'm so excited because this conference that we've been talking about is going to be life-changing. And so we are sitting here with yet another speaker. He's going to give an inspirational word on that day. Mr. Jaabecca Jones, welcome to A Moment with BBB.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So tell us about what you're going to be doing specifically on that day. What should we be looking for?
Well, it's going to be an incredible event. I'm just really honored and blessed to be in
Yes.
the presence of so many incredible speakers. I'm sure I'm going to be, 10 by the time I speak.
Right.
Just being around.
I'm on 10 right now.
But my goal here is really just to inspire people, as a church, but also as a people. There's just a lot of hurt and there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of questions on just how to be who it is that God called you to be. I believe that one of the major challenges that we have, not only in the church but in the black community, is that we don't know how to change. We know that change is important. We know change is impactful. We know change is a requirement in life. But oftentimes, change that happens as a result of something outside happening instead of something internal happening.
Wow.
And so my goal is to kind of not only talk about the importance of change, but also the steps to change. It really starts with 5 key areas. It starts with our thoughts. What goes into our mindset on a daily basis, from the music we listen to the friends that we keep around, impact what we think about. And then from our thoughts, we develop beliefs. And those beliefs really have an incredible impact, not only on what we say and how we act, but on how we correspond with the world and how we see the world.
Very true.
From our beliefs, now we turn them into philosophies. And when we turn into philosophies, this is how we start to really see change in our lives. If I know that, if I believe that, for example, that pork is bad, if that's my philosophy, I believe pork is bad, well, I'm not going to eat pork anymore.
Right.
Because I started with a thought,
Yeah,
turned
that's
it into
good.
a belief, and now it's a philosophy
That's
of
good.
mine. So
That's good.
no matter where I go, no matter where I'm at, I'm not going to eat pork because now it's a philosophy.
Yeah.
The problem is that most times we stop at thoughts. We kind of get to belief status, but we don't make it a philosophy.
Right.
From that philosophy, this is where we start to see the actions. Now, because it's in our mind now, we can start to take action. Those actions start to become powerful actions because there's so much substance behind what we're doing.
True.
And then from the philosophies, we now have the results.
Yeah.
And that's what we all want. We all want the results. We all want to see the change happen. So I think that as a people, the church, especially we start to watch the news and we start to see all the things that's going on in America. And I think that as black people, and all people really, we're tired of just hearing a good word. I mean, we're tired of just getting, a good clap.
Right.
Excuse me. It frustrates me that oftentimes we'll even go outside of the church, outside of even our own religion, to get inspired in the black community.
Yeah.
And when true inspiration comes from Christ,
Yes.
the challenge is that we need powerful men and women to step in the word of Christ and deliver a powerful, life-changing word that we can apply in our everyday life and see change.
Absolutely.
And so my goal here is God wants us to really provide a word that people can apply that day,
Yes.
and it can change their life.
No. Wow. I feel like an interview done. No, but seriously, now I do want to go back on one of the points that you made. It really stood out to me when you talked about the thought. Kind of starts as a thought, or I like to say as a seed planted that turns into your thought. And then from that point, you said that it becomes the philosophy, or your belief system.
Right.
And but I think sometimes it's important for people to know that both the negative and the positive can become that philosophy. So we have to be so careful. And so many of us in this day and age are quick to make negative things our philosophy. We're so quick to be in a place of I can't, or or just in a place of being limited because of the way we think. So knowing that it kind of works both ways, keeping that in mind too, and how important it is to make sure that you are allowing the right things to be planted. And that goes back to what you were saying with the floodgates. What are you watching? What are you listening to? What's around you? So I'm telling you guys, this conference, you will leave completely fed. We said it in another one of the tapings where you might come in defeated, but you're going to leave a champion. Would you not agree?
You got to leave out a champion. I mean, we've got such incredible people who have been led by God.
Yes.
Again, just to be there is an honor.
Yes.
But also, I think that I know that once you leave there, if you don't get it from one place, you're going to get it from somebody.
Yeah.
You're going to leave with something.
Yeah.
It'll be a grave injustice not to be there, and I promise you that the word of God will go forth that day, and lives will be changed. So you definitely don't want to miss out.
Absolutely not. So come with a heart of expectancy. Again, it's going to be June 25th, 2016, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And it's actually going to be held at God's Hand Outreach Ministry, which is located at 6151 North Sherman Boulevard in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm going to be there. I don't know about that. He gonna be there, so we need you to be there. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you at the conference.
Down, down. Don't forget who's in control. Walls are falling down, down, down.
They call it down.
Get ready for the new Jericho. You're waiting on God. He's waiting on you.
So what you gonna do?
Hey, now 1, 2, 3. Get up, we got victory. No weapon may